Eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts. Ooh, yesterday I saw some stuff that reminded me about like that. You are what you eat. I was like, oh, dang. I watched something. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, this is just a little energy check-in. It says nowhere, now here, spelled the same because they are. So let me see. I want to make sure my live is available to be viewed. What do we have here? Hmm. All right. Yep. I can hear the noise. All righty. Let's see. Let's get in this laundry basket. See what else is going to pop out. I did kind of like just jumble up the cards. Ooh. Okay. I did just jumble up the cards just while I was sitting here getting ready to go live. Just to kind of, I don't know, do some more mixing. I have not put back in any of the cards from the previous readings. Maybe a lot of music energy. What I'm finding is the telltale is like you and your person are able to tell when the songs are not from you, from each other, because they're not the, saying. But here's proof. Like I keep all the previous decks that we've went through when I pull them out. So any repetitive cards are definitely telling. Woo. I feel like a lot of people are, I don't know, self-realization. Ooh, okay, so because this one is red, I'm going to go ahead and go with the energy that like you and your person feel like you guys are, like, I know for me personally, I feel like my divine partner is doing a love spell on me because it's like the amount of time that I spend like trying to avoid thinking about this person is like ridiculous, but I don't feel like it is a love spell. I just feel like this person is actually loving. You know what I mean? So it's like when the divine feminine feels the loving energy, like feels their person loving them, it feels like a love spell. So maybe that's also coming because of the fasting and abstaining that you're both done. So it's like it's a very attractive dynamic. Like there's very much there's this attracting, drawing in the energy. Making room even. Ooh, yeah, that's the logical step at this point. Yeah, the music energy is heavy. I said that earlier because I felt that. But what I'm starting to do now is just like take them separate, like take the one side to over, so that they can just stay separate. Yeah. So and that's because I'm, just doing it as I'm told, like with respect to what I'm being communicated on how I do my readings. Also because I feel like more people want to hear about their love energy anyway. So then you can feel free to shut it off at the part where I get to this side of the reading, and that's because manipulation comes in all forms. So essentially, like you can manipulate people by speaking less and listening more, or vice versa, or maybe because you've done that, you've been able to manipulate people more because when you do speak, they actually are listening more. There's that part. So well done. And again, it's that manipulation comes in all forms. So people, can't be out here trying to manipulate you and then think that you're not going to recognize that and say, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and return the favor. I feel like there's very much an energy of like, you don't have to let people know your business, right? It's against your religion. So like, it's not against your religion to take them off of whatever you're doing because it's against your religion to let them know. So that, I don't know, people are not understanding how that works, but well done, collective. Someone is under investigation about this hate crime. They didn't seek any like wisdom out, but maybe they should have. That was download too. The government is on your side. That's why they are watching. So well done. That's also coming in that place of well done. Maybe food stamp fraud, PPP loan fraud, insurance fraud. Maybe there's something that like I don't know if someone was trying to frame you or someone completed something that like you maybe told someone else about, like, or that you helped point some people in the right direction. Like the logical step would be to go over here. I don't know. But anyway. That Virgo was still in reverse there. Wow. All of the above. So if you feel like you're expecting like everything, like the money, clothes in the car, like you're getting it all, like everything. I just want to be successful. That's the energy I'm getting. But like, again, everybody's success is, you know, complete to their own trajectory. Now, here's the thing. If this is somebody's North Node, I'm feeling like there's something different there. Like people who are in their North Node, it can't be in the reverse. So if there's somebody you know that their North Node is Virgo, it can't be in the reverse because it's their North Node. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm supposed to explain, like maybe you looking at your North Node, you have to understand like the positive traits of that and like, oh, okay, maybe you identify more with your North Node as well. But anyway, I guess it's that all of the above is being, Spirit's guiding me to that again. Maybe that's also why you feel like this love spell energy. You two are insatiable for each other. I said that yesterday, right? That was in yesterday's reading, right? With respect to like the energy. Maybe New Jersey is significant. Maybe that's someone's initials energy. Your intuition is like really on point too. Like you're seeing everything is what I'm understanding. Yeah, Dharma. You're in like this whole big energy of Dharma. Like everywhere you walk, everywhere you go, everything you think about. The initial F. Yeah, again, this love spell, what I'm getting from this love spell energy is like because of the union that you're involved in, like the spiritual union and spiritual connection. And then I'm also going to do an expert on how to break your spiritual contracts. If you are wondering, like if somebody's like, okay, well, can I break the one that I'm in? Like if there's a new one that you realize like, oh no, I didn't sign that. Like there's a lot of different legalities to it, but I'm going to do a little part on that. But and to be able to tell like if what you're getting into now is honest and true, that's also going to be a part of it. So everything is being taken care of this weekend. So I guess I am going to do that reading. Yeah. Yeah, because it's time for everybody to follow their dreams. This is beautiful. Wow. I'm getting the divine masculine and divine feminine teamed up. Maybe people are recognizing that. Maybe that's why they're acknowledging maybe this Dharma that's coming out is because the team up. That's also a part of the, I'll answer all of those questions because I have like a whole set of notes for that. With respect to breaking the contract, how can you get out of the contract? What if you don't recall signing it? Like all that good stuff. Like it's really good, but it's going to be really short and I'll do it right after this. You've learned to like give to others, or maybe that's the way you're giving to others now is by teaming up spiritually. So maybe there's someone who just recently learned the lesson of like not, giving any more on this physical realm to people outside of their divine union and their family or the people under their roof, or, that they consider family, yeah. Maybe that person, maybe you sought some wisdom that kind of explained to you like how to seek wisdom, when, where, why, etc., etc. I'm sorry, when to give to others. Maybe this is a Libra. Y, T, M, O, or Z. Initials could be significant. Maybe you'll see this turn around in the next 7 to 8 months. Yeah. Maybe there's also something going on at a workplace too, an old workplace that you're going to get wind of. There's going to be some money that's owed to you, like somebody was pulling money from everybody's checks, like, everybody's. And essentially because of your tenure there or something like that, also, maybe it was like 7 to 8 years or something, you're going to get that money. Like this is the reason, like there's some unexpected money or something like that coming your way. Yeah, you've gotten rid of all your destructive patterns by maybe seeking that wisdom on like how to give to others, and then being open to maybe even being susceptible to a love spell energy. Because I feel like for some divine feminines, you guys have already submitted. It's kind of like that energy, like, yeah, you could, oh, I'm not even gonna get into that. Like, but there's this energy of like very, very submissive. Like, you can do what you want to. To me, the kind of energy is the divine feminine's energy right now. Like, with respect to the insatiable and the physical attraction, very much in this like, I want to call it double energy, but it's not. it's dark feminine energy, but anyway. But yeah, this belongs over there though, is what I'm supposed to say. Somebody's hair is going to be expected, like just expect your hair to grow really fast. Like if somebody was trying to grow locks like as long as like there, because I know somebody that I ran into at some point was saying they wanted to grow their locks all the way down to their ankles. Yes, if you noticed your hair growing while you're in this connection that you're in, that's because that's a sign to you. Yeah, that your spiritual level up, like you're in the right connections. Okay. Yeah, you can trust, that's also a sign to you too, like that you can, the person that you're going to be involved with, like not only is it going to be this love spell energy, but you're also may like your hair may grow longer there's a masculine energy. It's like in areas like if you were trying to grow like a certain beard or a certain look or something like that, and it never, came in like you wanted to, that's going to happen. It's something to do with like the hair follicles and the growth, like the fact of the matter that where things couldn't grow, they have. I don't know. Okay. Even that could even relate to finances too, is what I'm being told from what I just saw on that. Yep. And you're in this energy of resting and recharging. If you're not, then your partner is. And maybe that's why you're like, where is this? Like maybe there you feel like there's no imbalance, but you've like, this person is ready to go. And I'm like ready to chill, or vice versa. It's because there's this like balance of everything. Yeah. Ooh, rooftop views. That's that song. I got a kind of That's what's happening now. Yeah. There's a King of Pentacles energy, like the good life, financially secure, wealthy in business, leadership, and secure. And they're, they know that it's the right time right now. The initial R. The only thing they need to worry about is what they are working towards. Like, so the only focus needs to be like, okay, am I operating in the right energy? That's how you know it's the right time. Like, do you feel like you're ready? I feel like somebody's like, yeah, like, of course, been ready. Then that's your sign. That's your sign that it's the right time. Maybe even you could tell because you've also felt this love spell energy and been singing a lot of songs. There was this wild energy this morning where I just all of a sudden like spun in a circle. It was like some twirl energy. And I'm not, like, that's not my normal, okay? Just so we're clear. But that was the kind of energy, and I was like, dang, like, that's in love. Like, whew. I mean, I've been seeing all the signs. I saw the signs. I opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. Like, a lot of self-satisfaction, too, being felt, like, between each other. There's this, like, way that the love is magnified, and, like, the way that you guys self-satisfy each other, in your I can't get into that right now. I feel like it's too much. Like, but you guys just understand, you guys are stable and grounded. Y'all locked in. Yeah. Ain't no switching up. That's what came here on the floor. Like, ain't no switching up. Like, you can throw everything else on the floor because ain't no switching up. It's what's locked in is locked in. And I think you guys know that. You guys locked in, if you're in a spiritual connection, you guys locked in. And I'll get into all of that stuff so people can maybe help figure out where they're at in their connections and to know if it's the right time. Or if somebody might be like needing to go just like circle back through a cycle. I don't know. So obviously I would be divinely called to do an in-depth like understanding of that, maybe even for some people who don't realize like how they got their contracts wrong too. So a lot comes out in those readings. So anyway, you and your person are about to spend quality time, maybe even looking at these rooftop views, or that's what you guys have spoken about, or stuff like that. The initials A or N. All right, now let's look at these other energies over here. So they live an ugly life with no love and no opportunities, no mental stability, no friends, no family, no help, no resources, no life. That is what these individuals are stepping into with respect to the individuals who were trying to go against maybe this energy or that energy. Because I'm getting like there's two. There's a divine feminine, there's a divine masculine, and there's everybody outside them. They can live their lives as they want to. Again, that's why I'm going to get into the contract information and understand what they can do. Through this spiritual union, this spiritual connection. Like there are more options than just coming into union and, getting busy and, having a family. There's a lot of different things, so I want to make sure that's clear to everybody. Anyway, This is because other people, they want it to be you. Like, because they want it to be you, so they have to experience the lifestyle and the period of time where you endured this. Like, you know, the ugly part of your life where people weren't giving you the opportunities that you wanted. And that maybe led to some, you know, like doubt about self. And you didn't feel like you had the right kind of family or friends around, you know, or, you know, maybe at some point you felt like, okay, I have family, but it's like, if I don't have the resources for them, I'm not really, you know, there's no life to me. Like, that was maybe some energy that was being pressed upon you, or like, oh, if I don't have the inner resources to help, then, you know, then I'm not, you know, valuable here, is maybe what they didn't want you to realize too, but that's because they're low-hanging fruit. Okay. There's evidence, too much evidence to get away with it. Yeah, you see things differently. Like I was saying, started watching that series on Netflix called Evil, and there was a period where the grandmother, who was kind of like, I don't know, maybe this is for somebody who, you know, maybe has been involved in dark stuff or knows about a lot about, you know, the dark side of things, who's well versed in that, but like the grandmother is kind of like dabbling. She doesn't really understand fully what she's dabbling in. She doesn't realize like what's wrong and what's right totally. She does, but then it's kind of like, well, you know, but in that you'll see like how she evolves to like actually seeing people for who they are. So instead of actually seeing her boss at some point as like a man in a suit when she goes into his office, she's actually seeing him as this big beastly energy that is his energetic, you know, body. And so he looks like this incredibly ugly monster. It's like, you know, it's just really, ugh, you know what I mean? But I think that's also how people are maybe seeing individuals involved in this food stamp fraud, this PPP loan fraud, insurance fraud. Like maybe people are seeing like, oh, wow, like I should have known that demonic energy, or that, you know, slimy energy, or that like beastly energy that I was just talking about lived in people, because they would do these types of things. Like fraudulent activity is fraudulent activity. Like it means that there's this person, whoever does fraudulent stuff is not authentic. Is that okay? If you're doing fraudulent things, then you're not authentic. You can't be, because you're doing fraudulent things. So anything that you do, and anything connected to you as well as yourself, you are fraud, right? You are what you eat. You consume bad habits, you are the bad habit. If you're a fraudster, if you're, you know, cheater, if you're a liar, that's how it works. Anyway, there are many people who were using your energy to create entire businesses, hundreds of thousands of dollars of money off your energy as well. 3 individuals will be named as cohorts across multiple states for identity theft. That was heavy this morning. That identity theft one is coming down hard because there's too much evidence for them to get away with it. Whatever they were trying to do, whether they were trying to, like, you know, end your life and then collect some insurance money, or, you know, press upon you to live in some type of like dire straits and circumstances, you know, where you're experiencing a crisis after crisis, where that's where they are now. Like they're starting to see that, like, maybe these specific 3 individuals, they don't live in the same states. I hear one's in California, maybe the other one maybe in Texas, and the other one maybe in Michigan. But anyway, I don't know. No one's life is the same without you. I believe that's where the people around them are realizing, like, dang, okay, so now that they were effective at disconnecting themselves from this person, or effective at pulling off whatever it is that they wanted to pull off with respect to like doing some work against you, the effects of it, it's like, okay, you sit back, you sit and you watch, and you get what they got, what they wanted. That's what I keep hearing. It's like, I don't know why these people are confused about them. They are actually getting what they want. They just didn't realize what that meant when they were doing these things, how it actually worked, you know? So, and again, it's because they have to walk it's like they have to walk the plank. That's the energy. Like these people over here have to walk the plank. And that's what they're doing right now. They're walking the plank. There are specific home builders who will be convicted. Maybe there's a superintendent specifically. Yeah, there's a lot of houses falling down too. Ooh, that's coming out right with this devil card. Like there's destructive patterns, distractions, being removed. So for the collective, it's like the distractions were removed for you, but now that was for you to take heed and change your old habits, take back your power and your focus, and you did that. You know, and now you know, like anytime there's a distraction from whatever you're trying to do, you try to obtain or understand what is the destructive pattern within me that I need to remove in order to take control of this circumstance. Booyah! If you don't know, now you know. All right, this 7 to 8 stuff. Their office will be raided and all employees will be interviewed immediately, including the office DOG. Oh, there's an office dog. Like there's an actual dog that, you know, because of like the raid on the office, the dog is going to have some PTSD. Aw. Yeah, that's the reason. Somebody's going to wonder maybe like what's happened, or maybe the new owner, whoever ends up adopting this dog, is what I'm understanding, because these people aren't going to be able to keep it. Like whoever yeah, there's something. Because it was like a tight knit group of individuals that work for the company that would get together at night and kind of go through certain things to make sure that T's crossed and I's dotted with respect to the, cahoots that they had going on, is what I keep hearing. This person is the reason that many people in the industry are coming into trouble or hot water and they are under fire. Yeah, this is the reason. So it's connected. They're all connected. I guess it was like the mass energy usage. So like, you know how you hear about like Beyonce and all these other performers, etc., that utilize the that they said can utilize or have utilized the energy of the crowd. It's like the same thing with all these parties and stuff. These people throw these parties to use other people's energy. The people at the church collect the energy, of the churchgoers. That's why they like people in attendance. It all works the same. These are all rituals. People invite people to their wedding to celebrate their union, to use that energy. And you know what I mean? That's why you got to be careful about who you invite to your stuff, right? Who do you allow to be in on the things? Do you celebrate with certain people that you may not be, supposed to be celebrating with? I don't know. But anyway, someone committed arson and 10 people suspect this. Yeah, this person's pissed too, because now people are like, oh yeah, we now know this person started that fire. Because maybe there was something, oh, that was the download too. Like there was a fire. So it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I was selling the house that I was living in, and there was this energy. Like I kept feeling like somebody was trying to set my house on fire, and I just kept feeling that, and like it just kept coming, and it was just like overwhelming. And then one day I was like around the corner visiting, and I noticed fire smoke up in the air, and I was so concerned that it was my house at the time, but it wasn't. But then all of a sudden later I noticed that the house 2 houses down actually caught on fire, and it's just sitting there. And so I feel like that was just a sign to me. Like everything is like, I don't know, maybe that's also something that you're starting to realize too, collective, is like those synchronicities are really syncing. Like you can't deny them. It's maybe the energy that you're feeling now. That may also feel like a love spell energy, but that's not what it is. It's just, it's coming from your actual aura. Like the fact that you are sending out this love energy to someone else, and they're accepting it and receiving it and handling it properly. It's now turning back to you in kind, right? So when you send out good love, you get good love. You're giving good love to me. That's the energy. Never too much will ever be. So, yeah, a lot of these other people have completely ruined their future at this point. The karmic will take their own life. It is what it is. We can't control how other people's karma comes back to them. It may likely be if they sent this energy to children, if they sent this energy to the collective, or, I don't, who else would they have sent it to, right? It is kind of one of those things where it's like either they do it or things are caused. So someone may already have accepted that kind of walk because they don't want to face what the reality will be. Like if they don't do that, the way that their future will exist, like I'm getting an energy of like the trajectory that they took is going to be like wicked. It's a burned up situation anyway. So somebody actually knows. I feel like there are several somebodies that actually know that, and they're going to do what they need to do. And I'm not trying to sound weird or like make it seem like something, but like some people know how they've moved or how they got around. That's why the shapeshifter energies come back out. Yeah, maybe some people were even hoping that you like ended up like burned as a burn victim, 7-degree burns, and maybe that's also why they're realizing like, okay, oh, maybe for somebody they realize like maybe they're going to get in an accident. And they'll end up with some type of 7-degree burns, and they'll have this victim, or they're going to like be stuck in this victim mentality because of the spell work that they sent to you, to be in some type of burn survivor or in some accident where it like would just burn you and you'd have 7-degree burns all over your body or something like that. Like that's where that energy is coming from. If they're curious, like, or anybody's curious, like, wait, how would that become somebody's existence? It's because it's stuck in a victim mentality because of the spell work that they did to you. They feel like they deserve certain things, so now they're afraid of it because that's how this stuff works. Like I said, don't do it, right? That's why we don't do it. Don't do it. One goes in and we all go through it. Anyway, now that the karmics are aware of their vibration, all due karma will hit. So I'm getting that a lot of people, like if you haven't noticed, like there probably are, differences of opinions. Like I noticed I can do an 18 plus reading and put that in the title and make sure that there's like all kinds of like nasty, pictures for the thumbnail and everything else. And no one will watch it. No one ever comes in those trying to come at me like some, nasty pervert. But the ones that actually have the high vibrational uplifting titles, they come in those ready to like whip out their pee-pee or something. It's weird. It's like, oh, okay, so now you've shown me like what I need to do. I need to focus on this love spell energy. That's probably why I feel like I'm in a love spell, because I am. I spelled it out for myself and determined what love looked like. And now I'm receiving that. I spelled out what love looked like. And now I'm under that spell. The wheel is turning for that. This is the right time, the quality time, the song time, the rooftop view time, this, confidence oozing from your aura time. I think that's what they're going to like most about the readings now, is that I'm going to make sure to press upon this high vibrational energy, because this is where it feels. Like, this is where we're at all day. Yes, we love it here. Anyway, people are cussing them out when your name comes out their mouth. That might be you or your person, but I don't feel like that's like even an issue. You guys don't even bring that type of problem to each other. Maybe people outside like saying something like, oh, but you don't know if this is this or this. You're like, just okay. You don't know either. No one ever does until they know. But what I've figured out at this point is what I'm going to do. Anyway, they sacrificed their only chance and opportunity in life. Maybe that was somebody who didn't like want to engage in this quality time, but like they wanted to live the life of rooftop views. I don't know. That's what I just heard though. Yeah, there's no more hiding that they were, maybe materialistic, because that was the devil card that was over there. People look at her different now when she goes to her kids' school. They are pushing her out. Yeah. So, and that's funny too, because what I know is like, I know the teachers that I've interacted with at my son's school and the staff, at my children's school. And then I also know that there are individuals that have been spreading rumors. And so recently I had to go inside the school to like sign in my daughter or something late on Valentine's Day. So yesterday. And when I signed her in, someone was like, oh, this is her mother. And I was like, hi. And then she looked at me, she was like, hi. And she was all excited and everything. But the thing is I know that woman. Like I've met her before. I was just at the school for like other stuff. It's almost like I be showing up places and people don't even know I'm there, because even though I'm there, like I'm not focused on maintaining some like presence or being, in everybody's face. And so I think some people may even miss me. And so that's might be why like the energy is like, this is her mom. It's like, it's the same person that was here a few months ago at the thing. Remember? When y'all had all the bouncy houses? But anyway, that's what I'm feeling right now. But it's maybe because these people were under some type of illusion, or they all were some type of illusion, maybe to like have some false narrative that was being spread. Yeah, that's what I understand. Because I don't put it past people to spread rumors, especially when they feel like that's the only way they can get by. Again, it's the fraud energy, right? Anyway, these people are experiencing like all kinds of like, so maybe people right now, they're in this double stoppages, and some people are like in like having 3 things stop down. So it's like, oh, where I was getting the money, I'm not. And then I went over to here and it slowed down. And then I'm trying to see about this over here. And now I'm being told it's being stopped. Like there's this kind of thing where it's like double problems and triple problems. Then after that, everything just kind of stops and gets at a standstill. That's because they have the wrong connections right now. It's because their family is separating from them. Maybe somebody's family also is separating from them, asking them to move out. So it's not one of those situations where somebody was like, I don't know. It's one of those situations where it's like their family's like, no, you can't come here, or no, you need to go. The time is up, blah, 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 blah. And for somebody who like already has a plan, it's not you, just to be clear. This is somebody who's under investigation. Yeah, that's why these people are being separated and asking like being asked to move out, is because they know that they have an investigation. Oh, wow. So whomever this is has already been to court. I keep saying that. Like there's some people that have already been to court. They already know. And I'm not talking about some like little, like, I don't know, like unpaid bill. That's not what I'm talking about. A hate crime. Inclusion and penalties are due to the way they spoke of you. Yeah, there's some like big heavy stuff. Yeah. If you're not clear on like who, what, when, where, why, or whatever, maybe that's something you need to seek wisdom about. Like, especially if you're not like fully understanding this impersonation energy, because I feel like for some people it's a mother. You know, for some people it's a father. You know, for some people it's a mother impressing upon, you know, a child to live in this father's identity, saying, oh, well, when this person, or maybe it's coming from a Capricorn, like, oh, well, this, maybe the Capricorn is throwing energy. So maybe that's why you need to seek wisdom on like where this impersonation energy is coming from even. But maybe someone is like pressing that energy upon someone or upon someone's parental figure. Maybe someone's doing spell work on somebody's parental figure. There's some impersonator. Okay. So maybe that's this karmic here that somebody either is having to, needs to, or has sought wisdom about. But it's like the energy that they're pressing is to make someone feel as though, like, I don't know, it's like someone wants someone to try to live up to something that their father did or did not do. But in reality, this person is a different person. Like, for instance, like my mother's thing was always like, don't have any children when you're 16, you know, don't have any children when you're a teenager. And it's like, I'm already past the teenage time frame. And I had children like almost at 30. So it was like I did not have children when I was 16 kind of energy. And so it's giving the same thing. Like maybe somebody's like, well, don't have children, you know, don't get married until you're, you know, 45 or 50 or something like that. Maybe there's this energy that's coming from there. And it's like, don't get married until then. Because I had this, you know, lifestyle when I was that age. And it's like, but you had a different lifestyle. Like I'm getting like, for instance, if someone met someone in high school and they were together and their person, you know, had like a car accident and became paraplegic, and this person's like, well, I had, a small child and my wife was paraplegic and I had to take care of that person. Like you have to understand everybody has their additional factors on top of their life experience that essentially no person's two life experiences are the same. And it's almost kind of like we're working off of false realities. Again, I'm getting that heavy impersonation energy. Like whoever this is, like they cannot stop the world from crumbling around them. And so they're trying to do everything they can. So maybe that's why they're like putting on this mask and maybe doing spell work. I hear like by themselves to like impersonate a mother figure and push energy. I don't know. But each time they say or think negatively towards you and yours, they will be met with financial strain. And maybe if people weren't taking heed to that, like around them, they were experiencing like the same instances. So if it's like if people were siding with them, then they encountered some type of like aggressive experience that like maybe even pushed them down to realize, I don't know, there was this energy that came up in Nick Cannon's little podcast that he does where everybody's playing spades, or we playing spades. I think that's what it's called. But it was like this energy where somebody was saying something like, well, that was like a low vibration, or they look a low quality or something. And they say, yeah, but Nick was like, we were all there at one point. Like we were all like, that's a part of the healing process. Is it's like, have you finished with that low vibrational energy? Are you reformed? Are you refined? Are you polished? You know, because some people aren't. Whereas Nick will explain that to you like, yeah, I'm not completely out of that. You know what I mean? And he's comfortable in that though. So it's kind of like one of those energies somebody's having to be brought back to reality. Like it's not what you think it is. You really just need to do what you need to do, because that's always been a failure, or a point of failure for people in life, is when they get caught up on what like the people before them always thought. So with me personally, not only was I like deathly afraid of getting pregnant while I was a teenager, when I became not a teenager and I had a career and everything was going well for me, I automatically felt like I was supposed to get married at that point, because a lot of people were like, well, when are you going to get married and when are you going to have a baby? And so it was kind of like, oh, okay. You know, and I don't know if maybe this is like some energy that comes from some type of, connection with that too. Yeah, someone's mother or young adult child is going to jail, or both are. So it's someone who's 19 or older, or 28 or younger, or something like that is the age of the child. And then there's a mother energy that's been working alongside with that. But I don't know, that's the card that's there. The IRS revenue ruling will disrupt their business and cause other suits to be filed by partners, investors, clients, and their family. So, okay. Someone is selling things that you've touched, used, or worn for clout. Ooh, I didn't know this card was in here. They've have the connection from the fusion center to the individual involved in providing it to them. So some people called in some shots and said, oh yeah, we want to have this person gang stars. They're, you know, a threat to this and that and this and that. And then as a result, it's what they're finding out is that this person is actually an asset. They're grateful that these people did this wrong thing because it's leading to this right thing. And I think that that's how some, you know, some things are just supposed to turn out, right? Wrong turns sometimes, you know, can get you to a point to where you have no choice but to look in the right direction, right? I don't know. There's this energy here of like being able to like assess, you know, a reality. Maybe someone accessed the collective's health records. That person has accumulated an additional charge or something like that, or an additional criminal charge for looking into people's information, private information. Yeah, but this person, what I'm understanding is like someone's trying to like maybe say like, oh, well, this person had me look into this. Yeah, but you have other things that you were also involved in, like criminally too. So that's why they're not lowering some thought. I don't know, maybe somebody's trying to negotiate some terms of conviction or whatever. I don't know, with their attorney, but like that's what I'm getting there. So, like I said, I think I'm gonna clear these really quickly and pull out a few love cards just to end it on that. Because I still feel that vibe like super heavy. Like there's nothing like that can get away in the way of this relationship. I just saw the AF like AF. Okay, so let's see. How many daddy cards? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you. I'm getting this again. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna. I don't know where these things come, but I feel like this is definitely heavy wand energy. And yes, I am gonna do a love reading this weekend because I know y'all want it so bad. You want it? Come and get it. Well, I want a fresh start with you. I am absolutely in love with you. Didn't I tell you that was already? Yep. I feel like, again, if you've been in a spiritual connection, I'm going to do this next reading. And, like, I got to go pull out the notes, though, because I think they're on the phone that I'm... Yeah, they're definitely on that because I'm on my iPhone. So, I got to do a live on the other phone on my Android to be able to look at the notes for that. But it's this person and you have so much desire for one another. Oh, wow. Maybe your first encounter, however long the stay is what I'm hearing. Like maybe there's going to be like 15 different rounds is what I'm hearing. Like maybe if you guys stay together for a week, you'll have, this is starting to sound steamy like the Chloe and the Burner Boy. And his name is Burner. It's a little hot. It's getting hot in here. Oh, maybe y'all are freaky. That's what I got too. There was a heavy freaky, like every freak. Ooh, yeah. It's almost like this person is so submissive to divine masculine that it's like he could be like, let me hold your head over the stove while I let the gas go. And you're like, okay, just don't light the pilot. It's like anything goes. Like there's this BDSM that like, I don't know, it gets conquered like within this union. There's this, you know, Kama Sutra vibe. Like there's whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Yeah, you guys both lie awake, maybe even at the same time, because I'm getting this like Selena energy. Like I'm dreaming of you tonight and to tomorrow when I'm holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than dreaming of you here with me. And you guys both feel the same way. You guys share that equal cup of love. Again, it's a very balanced union. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I know. I know. I know I'm right. Hello. I had my name changed to I Told You Tarot. Oh, I feel like maybe there's this cleansing process that's taking place, maybe just with the energies around you. If you're like me, you understand how sage works. And I think I put something in the like post section about like, you have to let your sage burn out on its own. That's how you know if it's cleared the energy. I'm not sure if everybody understands it. Like you can't go and put it out. If you have to, then go ahead. But just know whatever you were trying to cleanse is not cleansed. I know because I've had a lot of experience with a lot of different smudging and, you know, a lot of different resins, you know, Queen Cup. Okay, especially since that's here, maybe you want to tune into her stuff because she's heavy on like with the resins, and she's a very deep, evolved spiritual healer as well. So like maybe that's something you might want to look into to check her out. Queen Cup, like look at some of her old readings and how she talks about, you know, the resin and stuff like that. But those maybe like even a year ago that those were out, or two, with respect to her readings where she was heavily talking about it. I think that's when she maybe still lived in Canada. I don't know if she lives there now or she's in the islands. I think something now. But anyway, woo! Defines Masculine said, I noticed D be tingling your spine the way you be running. And that's true. That's true. There's this whole energy. Okay, when I do the reading for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, like the love, like there's going to be two eggs, but there's like a difference. One is being held like this and the other one is being held like this. And that's just the difference. It's that whole seal lock. Like you breaking that fresh lock with your bra. Like ain't nothing, nah. Ain't nah. And that's also like heavy for the people who are looking at the contracts that they have. And like, you know, some people who are like, well, me and my person, I'll get into all of that. But anyway, the way you love me has been the treat of my life. So that's that love spell energy where it's like the more Divine Masculine lets down his guard and is completely sending the aura, the energy, the thoughts, the everything, you know, of whatever he feels, honestly and truthfully, like, you know, without trying to cover it up. It's the energy, like no holds bar energy is just this pure, you know, incessant love that just keeps the connection growing and blossoming. Oh yeah, your essence turns me on. So there's something about like your essence being something so familiar to Divine Masculine, but at the same time, it's not something like, it's not his, you know what I mean? It's something that only belongs to you. So that's why it makes him so excited too. It's like familiar, but it's, you know, how smells, you know, I feel like smells bring back memories. And so maybe there's something about your essence that has been through lifetimes, which could be true. And there was this heavy energy too, like a download that I got about like the black swan. So maybe the previous life, it was a black swan kind of energy with the karmic, where maybe the person chose the karmic over you. And that's the only reason why it feels this strong this time. But it's your essence that like it's keeping this moving in the right direction. It's also Divine Masculine's like, he knows how to bring a punch. And he, all the knowledge sharing between the two of you, you figured out what to share with one another. But anyway, your level of freaky is just right. What did I tell you? It's the freaky. Well, I'm going to just turn this pilot on, but I'm not going to light it. I'm just let the gas burn. Okay, you trust me? Mm-hmm. And they doing it while they're doing that. Just so you guys know, it's not like he's like, let me just hold it. Like, no, they're doing it. And he's like, let me just light the pilot. But I'm not going to turn the light pilot. I'm just going to have the gas go. You good? Yep. That was the wildest thing I've ever, like, that's the wildest download I've ever gotten. That's why I'm like, yo, this BDSM is like for real with these two. Okay, so if someone's wondering, like, is she really gonna give me what I want? Yep, you little demon. When you ready for demon time, she got you. And it's like all the time, though. That's the... Anyway, mommy said her love for you is inherent. Again, like, it's just natural. It just comes to her naturally to do these things for you, to be so submissive. Like, it's not even... There's no question. Okay? Like, my whole body is hot. Both my ears were ringing. They love these love readings. I just want y'all to know that. Mommy loves waking up to you after dreaming of you. So it's almost that energy too. Well, it's not almost. It's that energy where it's like, even though you guys are together, like when you lie down together, you guys will still dream about each other. Like you'll still be dreaming of future things and different fun stuff that you'll be doing together. Maybe all of this energy that slut me out. Yep, I deserve it. That was a direct download, but this card was already in here. I heard that last night. Like that was a conversation. But anyway, Daddy is the captain of mommy's heart. Yep. There's a lot of telepathy too. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. You guys are so cute and so fun. There's like so much love. And it's like, you know, who could be unhappy in this? It's the energy. Like, I love it here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that contract reading so everybody can understand maybe where they're at more, or what they can do about their own personal situations. If you're not already here, how to evolve it to this, whether or not to take it to there, etc., why you would want to, etc. I hope that this has been helpful, insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I will catch you on the next one later. Oh, again, the next reading is going to be about breaking the spiritual contracts, and how that works, like the terms of breaking and what that means and what it looks like. All right, later.